Hello. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show with DM Entertainment. Today is Wednesday, November the 1st. Every week, we discuss heartfelt topics that matters. Opinions are respected. Awareness meets action. We're not just discussing. We're connecting, educating, and celebrating here in Fresno and Clovis areas and local all around entertainment. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today. We are filming at the beautiful C-Max Studios here in the Central Valley. Let me introduce my co-host. First of all, I am Lashonda Lee, your host, and this is my co-host, beautiful Lily.
Thank you. Hello.
And Suzette Kelley.
Hi.
And Miss Kendra Jackson.
Nice.
Okay, so are you guys ready for some sizzle?
Yes, we are.
Yep. Okay, our first sizzle topic is the Trump family is in hearings. Let's watch the clip.
The campaign to use the U.S. Constitution's insurrection clause to bar former President Donald Trump from running for president enters a new phase this week. Hearings begin in 2 states on lawsuits that might end up reaching the U.S. Supreme Court. The plaintiffs in the cases say the issue is simple. Trump's efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss leading to the January 6th attack on the Capitol mean he's disqualified from the presidency.
Wow. So we already know what that stems from. His kids are now going to court because he's going to trial in New York. And he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Kendra?
Well, the first thing I want to add is that the state of Colorado was already having a hearing, I guess, to take him off of the ballot, period, for this insurrection thing that he was a part of and indicted for. I don't know what's wrong with the other 49 states. You know, I'm a little confused. Why is Colorado the only one? You know, but that's just me. This dude is really spiraling out of control, and it's just almost like a scary horror movie, only it's in real life. Just makes it sad. So hopefully we'll see what happens with him.
Suzette. And you know, the interesting is wondering what his kids are thinking at that moment. Because he's a powerful man, and they can't mess it up. You know,
Yeah.
So I would be wanting to know what is his son, what's going on in their mind right now? Am I going to tell the truth, or am I going to lie? Because, you know, Donald Trump is a liar. So do I go on that route? But if I lie, I'm going to go to jail. So my thing is trying to figure out what is they thinking right now? What is going on in their mind? That's what I would be wanting to know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Me too. Lily?
I watched most of it today on the TV, his hearing, his testimony, and he did a lot of joking around.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
well, that's this family's a joke.
Okay.
So he did a lot of joking around, wasn't really taking anything serious. He was kind of answering the questions truthfully, but not answering them. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, Lily?
What was probably going through their mind was, let me lie, but not lie, because I don't want to get disinherited.
Right.
I don't want Dad to be mad at me, so
It's hard, though.
I'm going to lie, but I'm going to be comical about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what he was doing. But, you know, like you're saying, the other states, what the hell, they're Trumpers.
All 49 states?
They Trumpers. That's the reason why they're doing what they're doing.
We'll see. I don't
So,
know.
I mean, like,
Colorado
if
might have
you
to
know-
make an
I mean-
example out of it then, because
Yeah, but he's guilty of it.
Yeah, right. He's guilty of it. So
And
that
I'm like,
14th
why they
Amendment,
dragging their feet?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know.
it's President Trump.
Girl,
That's why.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. But our second topic is about Trump also. His threat if he get elected. We really need to take a look at this.
That means that if I win and somebody wants to run against me, I call my attorney general. I say, listen, indict him. Well, he hasn't done anything wrong that we know of. I don't know. Indict him on income tax evasion. You'll figure it out.
Essie, what was your reaction when you heard this language?
Where else do you go after you've incited an insurrection to overturn a democratic election? I mean, that's as extreme as it gets. I don't think he feels chastened by any of the things that he's done. A normal person would say, well, maybe, you know, the indictments and the impeachments, losing in 2020, losing it all for Republicans, maybe this is all a reason to change behavior. But Trump isn't rational, and he knows his voters aren't here for moderation, for regulation, for restraint. They're here to see more of the Trump show, even if it sends him to prison, even if they're voting for him while he's in prison.
So tell me what you think about what she said. Lily.
Yes, she makes a whole lot of sense because Trump is, like she was saying earlier, he's spiraling out of control. He wants to be a Putin. That's who he want to be. They buddy. He wants to be just like Putin. He want to make his little decisions. He don't want to ever leave the presidential position. He wants to be president like forever, ever.
That's what I said. He don't never want to stop.
No, he don't. I mean, like, and I don't know why they handling him with kid gloves. I mean, you know, it's like,
you're just making it worse.
Yes,
They're
and he getting
contributing
worse.
to the way he's acting.
Yes.
But he think he's God.
No,
Because they're contributing
God
to
ain't
the
bigger
way
than
he's
we
acting.
are.
He's God. He think he is God. Let's just let's say it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people have so much money like that, they think they can do whatever they want. And here's the truth, a lot of them been getting away with it.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest,
Yeah.
you know? And so that's why he is doing what he is doing, because he's been getting away with so much. This man can say whatever and get away with it. Whatever.
He threatening judges.
Yes,
He threatening the bailiffs in the courthouse.
Yeah, so he think he God.
I'm like, this dude think he's on like another court talk show or something. Like, this is not a game, dude.
It's
You are
not a
really
game.
in trouble.
You are really in
and,
trouble.
And I don't know why they're dragging their feet on it, because I think they're contributing to the way he acts. And until they do something about it and really make an example of him and show him that we're not playing, that they're not playing, that you're really in trouble, dude. What you were doing was pathetic. You shouldn't have been doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
remember-
don't get on TV and throw all these accusations out like people just making up stuff about you. This is all facts. This is all an indictment from real evidence.
That's right.
Yes.
You in due
Remember-
process right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
You in due process right now.
Yes, remember he said I could go and kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it.
Yeah, as long as he was
so
the president.
he just
You ain't the
called them
president
out and
no
they
more.
still letting him get away with it.
Yeah, then he talking about grabbing women's vagina. I wish he would have grabbed mine.
He
They would
wouldn't
have, I'd have whooped him until his hairline was here. I said, that's the problem. I said, he just have not met the right person yet.
Yeah,
done
and
that.
these
I said,
judges
we
is
would've
playing
got
with him.
I
These
told him,
judges
I
is
said,
playing with
but
him. They're talking about, these gag orders is a joke to him.
Yes.
You need to
Yeah.
you need to make an example out of him so he can stop playing and show
Exactly.
him that you're not playing with him.
Yes.
been
You
getting away
know,
with too much.
I don't
Yeah, they need
understand
to
what's
put
the
him in
holdup.
put him in a cell with a lifer.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, Trump is gonna get his at the end, I'm sure. But our third and final sizzle topic is about terrorism. The FBI has a warning for all Americans. So that's super important, so we better pay attention to this.
Israeli forces ramping up attacks in Gaza, striking buildings at a refugee camp in pursuit of Hamas terrorists, and now the war overseas raising concerns here in the U.S.
The actions of Hamas and its allies will serve as an inspiration, the likes of which we haven't seen since ISIS launched its so-called caliphate several years ago.
The FBI warning that multiple foreign terrorist organizations have called for attacks against the U.S. Meantime, hundreds of people are leaving Gaza after Hamas and Israel reached a deal with Egypt to let certain people evacuate the area. The deal allows foreign passport holders and critically injured Gaza residents to evacuate. Ambulances are waiting at the border crossing of Egypt to transport injured residents to the hospital, and officials expect up to 500 foreigners to enter Egypt today. Meantime, thousands of Palestinians expected to evacuate in the coming days.
So you know that that's super important. Do you guys have any fear of what might happen here in America?
I myself think this is like, if they're sending aid to these people to help the ones that are, wounded and help the ones that are homeless and hungry. I agree with the aid sending and things like that, but I also think these people are kind of, when they gave them the warning to leave, they should just leave. Take the heat. It's not a threat. They're asking you to leave peacefully before we run in and terrorize everything. I just think they need to just stop. They need to just stop. It's not enough. It's not about just the money sending. I think they just need to stop. Just cease fire. Just stop doing what you're doing. Cut it out. You guys, it's just not even worth it. This is all for just nothing. Nobody's moving. Nobody's going anywhere. You still holding on to hostages, innocent hostages, just so they don't come in and get back at you guys for doing what you did, invading Israel. So I just think they need to just cease fire and just need to cut this out.
I just want to ask a question, though, because this has been on my mind for so long. How can one man decide the fate of a lot of people? How is that possible?
Well, these kind of countries.
How is, but it's the president of that country, whatever,
Right.
decides,
He's
okay.
a dictator.
Right.
We don't have that
Say-
here in the United States. We have three branches of government. That's the difference between us.
Which is
and
good,
them.
but I'm just saying for them, how can one man just decide the fate of everybody because he's mad? That's kind of scary when you think about it.
Yeah, that's why I don't go there.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's kind of scary when you think about it. One day you wake up, you know what? I just decided I just want to just invade somebody.
And kill a lot of people.
Come on, let's go do it. How is that possible?
Well, the devil is running rapid nowadays because Bible tells you in the last days.
It's in the scriptures.
Wars and rumors of wars. So this has to happen, because if it don't, the Bible would be a lie.
And we know it's not.
So we know it's not.
Right.
So it's much of nothing that we can do but pray.
Yeah.
And it's something that we have not been doing in years. It's not praying.
And some of them,
yeah.
sorry, Liv, but some of them over there are not even allowed to pray or have a Bible or anything.
I understand that.
So that kind of tells you also too what kind of people they're dealing with over there. That's why everybody tries to most likely come to the United States, because we don't have that kind of thing. We're pretty free to do whatever. We're a little too free, I think, and a little too spoiled. Because when I look at that, I wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to live there. I don't want one person dictating what's going to happen to me.
And that's what our former president wants.
Yeah,
Trump.
I
He
know.
wants to be a dictator.
Yeah, I
He
know.
wants to go to war.
And he wants, and
And he's the scariest one. He ain't gonna do no fighting.
Yeah.
And I've always said, I just can't understand. It's like, why don't they let the presidents get in the ring and fight?
Yeah, see it, yeah.
I say
Right.
instead of innocent people
Right.
losing
Yeah.
their life behind
Right.
stupid stuff they
Right.
do.
Right.
Let them get in the ring and
Let
fight.
them.
Let them
That's real.
see
Yeah,
how
that's
this
good.
feels.
That's good.
But just like Suzette said, how can one person
Yeah.
say, let's go do it? Just like Trump came into office. He got all these millions of supporters that's following him, whether he's right or wrong. Just like they went and invaded the Capitol.
Yeah.
One man.
Yeah.
And they all went and done it. So we have to really, really think of it as whoever you put in position as your leader, it really matters.
Be careful.
It matters.
Voting really,
It really
matters,
does.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we're going to get ready to take up our first break, but we will be back. Welcome back. Our guests today are from Golden State Family Services. Let's give them both a round of applause.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome, ladies.
Welcome to the Let's Talk Show. All right.
Happy to be here. Yes.
So, before we get started, I would like to, for you, Matasha, to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in the community.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matasha Bailey. I am currently a program director with Golden State Family Services. And I'm also a registered associate working towards licensure to become a marriage and family therapist. Yes, thank you.
What the world needs now.
Right? Yes. So I've been doing this for about 22 years altogether.
Wow. Well, Tasha. Okay.
Hi, I'm Tonja Jackson. I also work for Golden State Family Services. I am also a program director. I oversee directly our intensive unit, and I'm following in her footsteps. We both registered for licensure back in February of this year, so I'm also working towards licensure to become a marriage and family therapist.
Yes. So, could you tell me, Tondra, what made you get in this field of work?
Well, I've always had a desire to give back to my community, and so like every other college student, what's out their bachelor's. I knew that I was going to pursue higher education, and so I thought about it and I said, well, social services. It's a running joke in my family that I'm a positive Patty and that I'm always looking to see the glass half full versus empty. And I always think that's a plus and a good thing and a positive attribute. So give it back, and by way of foster care in my community, and now venturing over to the mental health side is just an avenue for me to continue to give back to my community.
Wow,
Amen.
that is
Amen.
awesome.
That is awesome.
Love it.
Thank you.
And Matasha?
Well, my initial journey was a little bit different. I actually started out as a probation officer, and I did that for about 10 years. And when I went into that field, right when I was in high school, I had a lot of relatives and things that were getting in trouble, and I just felt like they wasn't getting enough help for them. And then I just my passion became that I wanted to help and not incarcerate, because sometimes there's other issues besides just them committing a crime. Sometimes there was a reason for it. Sometimes there was like mental health. Why we went into that. Sometimes there was just, poverty, the gangs, whatever. So I wanted to change kids' mindset and kind of help them on that path. So I didn't want to go into the police or prison. I wanted to help, so I went into probation. And then when I went there, I kind of was like, my passion started to go, because we still felt like law enforcement. So I kind of just like, you know what, I don't think I want to do this. So I decided to pursue my master's degree, and I went to work for Golden State and to help with foster kids.
Wow,
Okay.
Tasha.
And
You know, I knew your mom.
Yeah.
And I know she'll be so proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of you, girl.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Both you guys
commend
are
you.
good.
I commend you. So, Matasha, you was talking to me a little bit about Golden State. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay. So Golden State, we've been around for since '97. Yes. And so it all started as a foster care agency. And what we do there is we go out and we find foster parents. And once we find them, we get them in the door, we train them to our standards, which are above normal standards, because we're a very ethical agency. And so once they're trained, we make sure that they meet all the requirements. And it's not a lot, it's really easy. Some people think it's really hard, and it's not, and I can go into that later. But once they become a foster parent, do all their stuff, the initial stuff, then my staff will they'll get a foster kit from the community. And so then we'll oversee that for them. So it started out as foster care, but we do so much more now. So Tonja can talk about all that. Yes.
And just to drive her point home, so you all just know the urgency and the need for resource parents is the new term for foster parents. There are over 430 kids in foster care in the United States.
30,000.
Yes. Sorry, yes, 1,000, yes, emphasis on 1,000. And in California alone, it's over 60,000 kids. So when we are out here speaking to our community members, it's always the need for people to be able to really understand what it takes to become a resource parent, understand that it doesn't take a lot, but your commitment and your love will go a long way for these kids in need. So back to the expansion. So we offer youth empowerment groups. We offer a lot of resources as far as educational advocacy, finding and making, we are trying to bridge the gap between the bio families and our resource homes so that they can have those resources when reunification does occur. We do not want our kids to stay in out of care placement. We want them back with their families, but we want to make sure it's safe. We want to make sure it's secure, and we want to make sure that they do not return into care. So providing them those resources will help lessen the chances of them coming back into care.
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is wonderful.
Yes,
I love that,
you.
because a lot of times kids grow up in foster homes, and they go from one foster home to another foster home to another and then eventually they end up running away altogether. And they go to the streets or go do something else, no education, no teaching, no nothing. Just one foster home to another. So I commend you guys for working with kids. You have to have a lot of patience.
And all due respect go to our parents, because they are the frontliners. You know, without them it wouldn't be a Matasha or a Tonja. So we definitely appreciate all of our resource parents, and and all of our prospective resource parents, give us a call because you may think that you won't qualify and you really would.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, and some people have in the past have thought they may have gotten in trouble years ago, and they, there's only a few crimes that are, not that I'm advocating for that, but I'm just saying that it's even easier that people think, as long as it's been at least 5 to 10 years since the incident happened and it's not an exempt crime, we can even work with some of those. So we're not, if you got a ticket or something, you had a, some minor stuff, we can work with that. Maybe you have petty cash. I'm thinking of work, petty crimes, petty theft or something. Then, we can, if it's been over 10 years, so it's not as hard as people think. You just need a home, a heart, and a compassion to work with this passion.
Wow. Tell me a little bit before I get to the co-host, because I know they're going to have something to ask you. But could you tell me a little bit about the mental health resources that you offer also?
Yes, so that is a part of our expansion. It was actually this year we made a year to opening up our counseling center. And so I like to brag about our diversity that we have. We have a good mix and a good group of people that is reflective of our community, because that is important to be able to feel that comfort level and that personal connection when you're going in to talk about, you're spilling your life story to these people. So having that relatability goes a long way.
Wow. Great. Yes. Okay, Lily, you have anything to say?
No, I just commend a lot of parents that take in foster kids. I have a friend, she does that. She takes, and I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, you know what? I said, I had 3 boys and they drove me crazy, but I can't see how she took on 6.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
bless her heart.
She's awesome. I look at her and she travels with the children. She makes sure they get into, if they get into different types of sports, how she's there, she's rooting them on. And I was looking at her and I was like, I don't know how she do it.
Yes. Yes.
But it's patience. But she's awesome.
Yeah.
And I commend her for it, and commend any person that take in children and with different personalities.
Yes.
They all don't have the same personality, and I've seen that with the kids that she had and has. So then I was like, it's awesome. Yeah. It's awesome.
We have a saying that every child is just one caring adult away from becoming a success story versus a statistic.
Exactly.
So when you share that story about your friend taking in those kids, then I know she made the difference between them becoming.
It was crazy because she was a foster child.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's full circle.
She definitely know what not to do, what she's been through.
And kids can relate to those kind of things a lot more, especially when you've actually been, so they don't feel like they're the only ones out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Suzette?
Well, mine's a little different. I do have 3 foster boys.
Oh, okay. What agency are you in?
Now she recruiting.
Right?
Yeah, I've had them for 7 years now.
Okay.
And yes, 3 boys. And my question is, because it's really, really hard.
Yes.
I have 3 African American boys, brothers, and you really have to be patient. You really have to be a listening ear. And my question is, do the people that is going, like me, going to the foster care, do they go and get some kind of counseling first? Because I think if I would have got that, it would have, which it's great now, but I would have known what to expect.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It was a transition that I had to go, me and my husband had to go through. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people thinking that, oh, let's go get the kids so we can get the money. And it's more to it.
Yes, it has to be more.
It's way more to it. The money ain't, look, they can keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just want to know, is there in your agency, you know what I'm saying, do you guys, at least say, let's make sure this is something that, you really want to do, because these kids these days, especially these days, they challenge you to the to the heights.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Your capacity
And
and
I'm
beyond that.
telling you, if I didn't have God in my life, I'm just saying, and my husband. So I'm just asking that question because it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
You know, me and my husband, we decided to do it because we wanted to give back 7 years ago. We didn't know we was going to be keeping them forever.
Yes.
But you know, it is what it is. You know,
Yes.
so I'm just want to know that question. Do y'all have? Do you offer that to the parents?
So we, first of all, thank you again
You're
for your
welcome.
service
You're welcome.
because it does take a lot. You cannot be money motivated because the money is not enough.
It's not.
But to answer your question, a part of our screening process per se is that all of our resource parents go through a safe home study, and that stands for a structured analysis family evaluation. And with that, we go over your childhood adversities, your adult adversities, and anything that you may have faced. And if you have done things, or you know, we've all been through life, and so certain things we have to be able to mitigate it down, and that's based on those adversities. If you've been to therapy, if you were able to work through it to make sure that that trauma isn't counter, or there's no type of counter transference there, because kids can serve as triggers,
Yes,
you
they
know.
can.
And so a part of that again is seeing if you worked through that, and if you haven't, then we would make recommendations for therapy.
Awesome.
But all of our staff, especially our social work staff, our master level social workers, and we put our foster parents through a lot of trainings that they get, and then we also have we're involved in some of the trainings, and we're very realistic about expectations.
That's good.
And then we have that's the difference between us and other agencies. Our county, not knocking anyone, but for us, we have a social worker there every step of the way. If you're struggling, our social worker is there 24 hours a day. If you need a break, we give you a break, and we prefer you to take a kid that fits your home than take a kid that you just trying out because it's not a pair of shoes, and then you turn them back in. You know, so we like I prefer parents. I only want this, and I'm good with that because I'd rather you get exactly what you're looking for than to get a child and then say it's not working out.
That's good.
Right. And that's the reason why we want to, we need a diverse population of families as well, because we serve all families, all children.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. And I just want to thank you guys again for coming and sharing that with us. You know I'm going to have you come back. After the New Year's, because I want to know, maybe we can interview some people that you guys help.
Some foster people.
And we can, and hopefully this goes and people will come and know where to contact. Where's your contact?
Yes.
I want to put your contact information up.
Yes, definitely. Social media. We have a active following on Facebook and Instagram. You can also visit our website for our foster family agency is gotostatefamily.org, and then for our counseling is gotostatefamilycounseling.org. So check our websites out, or you can do old school call us.
Let's pick up the phone. Go to State Family Services.
Yes.
Go to State Family Services, you guys. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Keep up that good work.
Thank you.
Keep it up. I love it. You guys
Thank
make
you.
me so proud.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It makes me want to go out and do more also. Any way we can do anywhere, any way, DM Entertainment, Let's Talk, can do anything to help or even come out to some of your events or anything, let us know and we will be right there.
We will. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And we're going to take a quick short break and we will be back.
Thank you, guys. You made it comfortable.
Okay, all right. Now, let's talk about some entertainment that's coming to Fresno, California. Okay, we have Cat Williams. He is performing. Performing December the 31st at the Save Mart Center. Y'all want to go with me? Sure. Can I go? Yes.
She said, "Can I go?"
Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Fresno hardly ever get any entertainment. That should be wonderful.
Yeah, it has slowed down.
Get together and go. We will have a
can
good
go.
time.
Let's do it.
I'm going to ask y'all later, but I'm going. Me and my husband's going.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. And another thing I want to tell you about an upcoming Christmas event. It's after 25 years.
Yes.
It's the Edward Tucker's Christmas program. They're back.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what they told me. They're going to be giving away toys. They're going to have a play called You Never Know. They're going to be giving away a free raffle, boxes of food for families, TVs, gift cards, skateboards, bikes, and they're going to have a live band. And they're going to have some cute models, a fashion show. So we want everybody to come out and support it. It will be December the 16th at West Fresno Elementary.
Yes.
And we will be looking forward to seeing you all there.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We're going to get into our sports segment as soon as we come right back. Welcome back. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about sports. Hey, all right. In our household, we love sports, okay? We really love sports. So we're just going to show you what happens on a Sunday at the Lee's.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hey, see what I got to listen to on the Sunday? And Mr. Lee.
Let's go,
Mr. Lee. What's going on? Who do you guys play today?
We're going to win. I don't care who we play today.
Today will win?
Yeah, today will win.
Oh, okay. Is you sure you're going to win today?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think you're playing those Chiefs.
So what?
Let me see. Yeah, I see the Broncos here. Yeah.
In the NFL, y'all better start putting some respect on his name.
Okay. Is that your quarterback?
Yeah, that's my quarterback. Put some respect on his name.
Okay. Do I have to call Jones? They tell you to go for the gusto on you? Oh, look at my Chiefs. They's a work of art. They look so beautiful to me. Let's see what happens here. He's all pumped up, everyone. This is what goes on. I think they got a little bit of a stop. Okay. We'll check back later. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's what goes on at the Lee's on a Sunday, especially when we lose.
And you know it. You know it.
I feel bad. But, you know, I have a TV, and he has a TV on his side, so I'm a Cowboy fan, too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. AFC.
We still them boys. I sleep peacefully. We watch football almost every Sunday. So I see, is that a 49er?
Okay. So tell me what you think your team's going to have to do to get into the playoffs this year.
Win.
Start winning. We're on a little bit of a losing streak, but it ends after we come back from our bye.
Okay.
We've had injuries. It's plain and simple injuries. So we, you know, I'm not going to lie, even though we beat the brakes off of Dallas, we came out of there, it was battle tested. So, yeah, you know, and we've been injured since that game. And
I didn't mean to cut it. Yeah, y'all beat the brakes and the rotors off. But ever since then, it seemed like somebody cut the brake lines on the 49ers because they're on a 3-game skid.
Injuries.
And you know, we rivals, but at the same time, the Niners fans say, oh, they the biggest gun bumpers ever. But I'll say this, I'd rather lose a bad game to the 49ers than lose 3 in a row. Any day. All day. We still them boys. I'm still sleeping. The Bible says you have sleep.
I got my pillows.
Well, we'll send you guys home to sleep again this year, too. We've sent you home 2 years in a row, and it'll be 3. So.
And it hurt. It hurt.
I can't dispute that.
Y'all don't be playing with Dallas, huh?
No, it's something about Dallas.
It's just something about them.
If they would have gave me a free ticket, I wouldn't have went.
Right? No.
Oh, but you brought up injuries, though. I will. We know we're not supposed to use the injuries because every team has.
I know.
Time
out. I just want to know one thing, sweetheart. You saying that Mahomes was sick?
Yeah, he had a stomach virus.
Oh, he sure didn't look like that when he threw them picks. When he was chasing them down for
Because
dear life.
his tummy was hurting.
Oh, wow.
Really? If your tummy is hurting, you throw a pick too.
Well, I'm a different breed, I guess.
We're going to get you next time. We ain't worried about it. We're going to get you next time. We're going to yes. What do you think since you're talking, what do you think your team's going to have to do to get to the playoffs?
Well, win, no matter what. That's all. I just can't say nothing. They got to be coached a whole lot better. They got to gel. They got to move as a unit, not as a single player type stuff. You know, everybody need to go in here and just give it all they got.
Well, I'm going to be an honest person. I've been losing all game. To the teams I just wanted to win so badly. You know.
Boy, it felt so good.
Yeah.
It felt so good. The reason why I say that
Finally,
because
after 6 years?
The last few weeks.
6 years.
Man, I've been having a bad day every day until we start winning.
6 years. It took them 6 years to get us, but it still hurt.
I know.
So we need to work real hard on our defense. And they need to work real hard on helping guarding Patrick Mahomes, because if they continue to play like this, I don't know how we're going to do in the playoffs. And Dallas will be playing Philly this week coming up.
Real test.
And that's going to be a really good test to see what's going on. The first time we had our sports segment, which are our second season that's coming up, we're going to have a real sports live session. And my husband picked the 49ers to go.
I sure did.
To the Super Bowl.
He know what's good. He know what's good.
Yeah, they looked good. They looked real good.
We're gonna get back on it.
Injury,
yes,
so.
we're coming back.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be healed after next week.
Okay.
I believe it when I see it.
We know that we're going to be doing. We have a Super Bowl pool, but we'll do it when we come back from our on our second season. We have a $500 bet that if you can guess the two teams that will be in the Super Bowl first, we have the dates and the times, you will win $500. I didn't say who gonna win the Super Bowl. I said who be in the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So if you guessed, and we're gonna have the number and everything for you guys to call at that time, which will be in December, and you let us know who you think will be going to the Super Bowl, the two teams, you can win $500. We're going to invite you to the show, and we're going to count our fresh $100 for y'all here. Let's talk with DM Entertainment. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you guys on the 16th. We're going to have a Thanksgiving special with food and everything here. So, be safe and enjoy the rest of your week. Signing off, and do not forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you next time.